Hi, I'm Artis Wodehouse, and this is video number 2 of the Gershwin Piano Roll Project 2018. Now, a couple of months ago in June, we did the first video, which served as an introduction to the project, and it was done at the same time that we recorded 25 of the Gershwin piano rolls. And on that video, I promised to update people who are interested in the project as we moved along. So today, which is September 8th, we are recording 21 more Gershwin piano rolls, and among these are some of the rarest and most interesting that he made. They range from the very shortest roll that he made when he was very young, of a Yiddish theater tune that lasts only a minute. And at the other end of the spectrum, we are recording 2 long medley rolls, which Gershwin made that were spin-offs of his involvement with 2 musicals, where he served either as rehearsal accompanist or provided his own materials, or was both. So the medley roll that I want to show in this video, because it's so fascinating and very rare, is the 1920 Sweetheart Shop Selection piano roll. Now this came out of the collaboration between George Gershwin and actually a German-born composer named Hugo Felix, who was a very well-known operetta composer, and they collaborated on this musical, The Sweetheart Shop, and Gershwin provided one of the tunes for the musical called Waitin' for the Sun to Come Out. Now this tune concludes the medley roll, which is comprised of 4 song selections from the musical. The first 3 are by Hugo Felix, but the last one is Gershwin's very efflorescent Waitin' for the Sun to Come Out, and it's scored to intimate that the sun has actually come out, as you will know from the sound of the piano roll as I pianolize it. Now, when you listen to this roll and see it unfurl in front of the tracker bar, you'll say, well, Gershwin couldn't have played that, and of course he didn't, and neither could anyone else. The fact is, this particular roll of Gershwin's is an orchestral style arranged piano roll, and this was a very common way that piano rolls were made during this period. And the roll editors realized you could add more notes into a roll than any human being, or even 2 human beings, could play. And it created a sense of momentum, excitement, and it just made the roll very attractive on a certain level because of the use of the entire sound of the piano. Now, the way they did that was that they took the melody and its simple accompaniment in terms of the chords and expanded that all over the piano and added, this is the most important part, all these subsidiary musical devices, riffs, breaks, hidden melodies, motifs that just literally almost overwhelmed the main melody, as you'll hear in this rendition on Gershwin's piano roll. And this was the procedure they used very commonly. The problem, or not even the problem, the question really is, was Gershwin responsible for this? How did he interface with the roll editors? This is the great mystery of the manufacturing of many of his rolls, and it would be really interesting in the case of this particular roll to try to tease out from the historic record of how piano rolls were made at the time, 1920, and also combine that with some musical analysis of the music actually embodied in the roll. Now, I will be pianolizing not from the original roll, because as I found to my distress, I can't use the original rolls. They're far too fragile. So what we have done is have them scanned by a man in the United States named Frank Himsel, whose scanning technique was sufficiently sophisticated that it caught the data, but also made the data amenable to being recut with a perforator. And the data was sent to England, and the man who actually perforated the rolls from Frank Himsel's data is a man named Julian Dyer under his Laguna label. So that is the kind of roll I'm going to be using for my performance of the Sweetheart Shop selection.